There's a reason for you to be here now. Trust me on that. As much as you have chosen to be here, you were chosen to be here. I only attract millionaires or millionaires in training. When I said that you have something special, I didn't just say that to say it. Let me share something with you. I said it because it's true. The fact that you said yes to this opportunity, that tells me something about you. How many of you know, as you look at yourself, look at your dreams, that things don't just happen, they happen just. Let me tell you why you are here. Because you're not mentally fit to work for somebody for the rest of your life. I'm excited to be here in a room full of dreamers. So part of what I want you to do right now, I want you to think about your goals. I want you to think about your dream. And I want you to think about them in three areas. I want you to think about some personal goal or dream that you have. For someone you care about. My first personal goal was to buy my mother a home. I'm adopted. Born in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor with a twin brother. We were 6 weeks of age. We were adopted by Mrs. Mamie Brown. I feel like Abraham Lincoln, who said, "All that I am and all that I ever hoped to be, I owe to my mother." I saw a sign once that said, "God took me out of my biological mother's womb and placed me in the heart of my adopted mother." And then I want you to think about your financial goals. I realized, I never wanted to get rich. I just wanted to be comfortable. Have you ever just wanted to be comfortable? Raise your hand. I want you to think about your financial goals, and I don't want you to limit. I want you to just think about those goals and dreams that you have financially. And then I want you to think about your social contribution. I believe we live in the greatest country in the world that gives us an opportunity to live a life of contribution. My favorite book says, "The greatest among you will be your servant." And so I want you to think about what will be different because you were born. I want you to think about what cause will you stand for that you represent. It might be for the environment. It might be for our youth. It might be for senior citizens. It might be for women. What cause do you believe in? I want you to think about that. And whatever these goals are, I want you to raise the bar right now. And I want to run through a process. I want you to think about these goals and dreams. I've found that most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss. Most people do exactly what I have done. For many years, I could have been doing this much longer, but for 14 years, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I didn't believe in myself, because I allowed my past to control my present and determine my future. For many years, how many of you, as you look at your life and you know you had to live over again, how many of you know you could have done more than what you've done thus far? Let me share with you why that is. When your desires are different from your beliefs, you will always manifest what you believe. When your desires are different from your beliefs, you will always manifest what you believe. And so one of the most important things is that you have to work to change your mental blueprint, that subconscious mind. You need some tools. You have to deliberately, actively do it. There's a reason my favorite book says the things I should do, I don't do, and the things I shouldn't do, I do. We've all felt stuck and frustrated, where consciously we say we want to go this way, and then that subconscious mind takes over and takes us in another direction. And we're looking and we don't know what's going on. And let me share with you how it works, and we don't even realize it. This is why we have to change deliberately our mental blueprint. Faith comes by what? Hearing and hearing and hearing. We live in a world where we're told more about our limitations rather than our potential. If I said you can't have your dream, forget that organization, Jen. You can't have your dream. Someone else has to come along and say, you can have it. You can do it. You can make that happen. It's possible. And then they have to do that 17 times to neutralize that one time. That's why most people are stuck. Because you have to become actively engaged in changing your mental blueprint. You have to believe. I didn't do what I'm doing now. You know why? Because I didn't believe. There are three reasons that people are stuck right now in this so-called recession. Restores resourcefulness. Here's the reason. Number one reason, most people don't believe in themselves. Things have changed. They don't believe in themselves. I didn't do what I'm doing now For 14 years, I procrastinated. For 14 years, I convinced myself I couldn't do it. There's a proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. The fort, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves that we are under. I didn't believe in myself. Here's the second reason that most people are stuck and traumatized. You talk to them about how they can begin to live their dreams, and they'll look at you like you're crazy. Most people are not aware of how to earn money with their talents, their abilities, their skills, their experiences, and their education. And that's what the Global Information Network is about. To allow you to learn, to develop the tools, the awareness, the strategies, the game plan, how to understand, how to maximize your potential, how to monetize your dreams. Here's the other thing. Not only do most people don't believe in themselves, most people don't know how to make money with their talents, abilities, and skills, but most people don't know how to gain access to the people that will pay them for what they know. Most people don't have dreams. Most people are just trying to survive. You don't want to survive. You want to thrive. You know that there's got to be more. You know that. And you're at a place in your life where you said, I've had it. I can't go out like this. I've had it. I remember I was working on a job and they paid me just enough to keep me from quitting, and I worked just hard enough to keep from getting fired. In life, so you have a goal and dream. Things are going to happen to you. Think it not strange that you are faced the fiery furnaces of this world. Things will happen to you. You're going to come under attack. That's a part of it. That's why most people give up and they throw in the towel on themselves. And so, but Marion White said, in life, when you don't have enough courage or insight to know that you have outgrown a situation and it's time to move on, life will move on you. See, I don't believe that millions of people have lost their jobs. I think that millions of people have been released to do that which they were chosen to do from the beginning of time.